title number 4, and I'll say content number 4. I'll give it an importance of high. Category, I'll say lesson. If I submit it, on submit, it's saying it's not a function. So let's go fix that. If I head over to new post, the actual web page, not the API. Okay, so it's expecting on submit. All right, here I see handle submit. Okay, so I can actually just remove this since we're already utilizing handle submit. So this is one of those situations where it honestly doesn't really make sense to break this up into a form. So I'll leave this here, or into Lego parts until it gets more complex. So I'll leave this here, but then I'll go into new post. I'll delete all of this and just paste this in here so that we have everything in one page. Now things make a little more sense. It says handle submit. All right, on submit. Form data. Okay. On submit and submit. So all we want to do here is import Axios. Okay. So Axios allows us to send information from the client to any API on the backend. The way that this is going to work is we're literally going to utilize Axios within here, okay? And I'll say, okay, const response, okay, here, since this is in fact going to require us to wait for something slow to happen, we're going to make this an asynchronous request, and that'll allow us to put await here. So const response equals await dot post, because we're sending information, and we're going to send this to localhost 3000 API. It's going to be sent to new post, and we want to send the form data. That's absolutely correct. So here we're looking good. We want to then create, so we can console.log response to make sure that we actually have it. And once we've console.log the response, we can go ahead and delete all of the information we had in the title, content importance category, so that someone can enter that information again. After I've done all that, I may console.log, hey, I sent the data to the backend and cleared the form. Excellent. So let's try this out and see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. It looks good so far. So if we head over to new post, I'll say title number 4, content number 4. I'll give it high importance, lesson, submit. Okay, so here it actually worked because we see that this cleared out. If I go to inspect my browser, head over to the console, I did get the console log that I was waiting for. Hey, I sent the data to the backend and cleared the form. We also got what we expected as a response from the server. But there's only one way for certain to make sure that this was working. The best way to do that is to head over to MongoDB, head over to post. Do we have that post? We absolutely do. So here, title number 4, content number 4, category, lesson, importance high. We even have the date and time. Now you may be asking yourself, wait, how did it set the date and time if I don't see the date and time on this form? Well, the reason why it does that is because I have that already automated on the back end. If you remember the code that we created for the API route over here, then you'll remember that we actually created a variable called date and a variable called time. So new date, we turned it into a string. Time, we turned that into a string as well. And then when we create our post, our actual post for the database, we're gonna put in title with the value title, content with the value content, category with the value category, importance with the value importance, date with the value date, which happens to be date in here, time with the value time. Great. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to leave a question in the comments, or anything cool that you particularly loved about this lesson, anything you want me to dive into more, I'd love to do so. But we have successfully created a post. Now, let's see if we can actually view that post in our post webpage. So if I head over to post, to S, we actually see that post right here. Awesome. So let's have some fun, and I'll create a few more posts so that we can see all of them. So here I'll say title number 5, content number 5. This is low importance. Put it as project. We'll submit. Great. Then I'm going to put title number, let's put title 5, content 5, then a medium, say plan, submit. Say title 6, content 6, medium, new friend, submit. Then we put title 7, content 7, put high, put gold idea. I'm not sure if I clicked the button there. Okay. Alright, so I did click the button. I will set up some logic so that we have some type of like visual user experience where I know that this is loading or waiting for data, or maybe an alert that says, okay, it has been sent. So that way we're not trying to submit data multiple times. Speaking of that, you should mention item potency of certain API requests when you are on your software engineering interview. It makes you look really, really good. So I'll talk about that in the next video. Let's create a few more posts. This one, I'll just say test post, test, put that high, say bad habit, okay, test, say 8, critical, all right, vocab, and then here, so put that, bam, bam, good habit, submit. All right, so let's head over to post. Amazing. So we were able to see the post that we created in the database. Another cool thing is that I actually paginated this. So if you can mention pagination during your interviews, it'll look really good. Pagination is where you have a lot of data, right? And you don't want all of that data to load on the page immediately, or else the web page may load pretty slow. So we break it up into pages. If you click the next button, then you'll get the next 6 posts. In this case, we don't have 12 posts. Looks like we have 11. So that's why there's one missing here. But pagination allows things to be a lot more organized. I'll walk you through a little bit of that coding logic. So if we head over to we're actually on the right page. It's awesome.